I was looking here. It was actually in the beginning. That's what it said, yeah. Hi, it's us again, Renee from AtomGate. Welcome. So we're going to talk on just one security feature that I think everyone should know about, but I think a lot of us don't know about, is two-factor authentication or multi-factor authentication, depending on the language that people use. And this actually relates to a lot of things. So I know that Gmail has it. I know that Outlook, so Microsoft licenses have it. Your bank has two-factor.
Yeah.
A lot of your apps. Even I know that there's a password two-factor on WhatsApp. I must just maybe have a look. So before you started in tech, were you aware? Because it's been around for quite a while. I'll try and get the stats actually for how long it's been around. But when did you first know about two-factor authentication?
Well, not when I started in tech. Maybe a few years ago. It might be less than 4 years ago when I knew about multi-factor authentication as an added layer to secure your stuff. So it is quite a cool feature to have to secure your stuff, to ensure every time a login is prompted that you are aware of. So, yeah.
So let's explain a bit of how it happens. So if you have two-factor authentication or MFA, you have an app on your phone.
Yep.
So it's either Microsoft-based, so it's Microsoft Authentication, to be exact. And we've got the Authentication app. And when you sign in and you set it up, you scan your QR code, and that creates a 6-digit number. So you only do it once off. However, if you are wanting to sign up on a new phone, or if you are, I don't know, overseas and you forgot your laptop and now you need to access your emails, you need to do your authentication to say, yes, you confirm this is me, I am in Spain on holiday, and these are my codes, and I can access my emails, and that's done. But some crazy stats, actually. I was looking here. It was actually in the beginning. That's what it said here. It actually was created in 1986.
Don't say.
And it was released first, 2FA. It was a key fob, which displayed a short-changing number code on an LCD screen. So that was there's only a couple. So let's actually go through it. This is quite cool, and it says there in the beginning, and then it's got early adoption. This was in the 90s. Yeah. It was a S/key, an early one-time password. So the OTP was developed by Belcore. I gather it's overseas. Then, in the late 2000s, it was the gaming enterprise, and that was 2FA started appearing in online games for account security. Mm-hmm. That was 2007, 2008. So that was Blizzard and World of Warcraft, as an example. And then, only in the nearly in the mid-2000s, 2010 to 2011 was consumer adoption. So that was following security breaches from Google, and it introduced it in September 2010 and then rolled it out by the end of 2011. Mm-hmm. So that's a good 17 years ago. And then we've got the standardization that was done 2011 to 2013. 2013, and then the modern standards. So the 2FA for Apple ID, all of that in 2015. So 11 years ago.
Yeah.
That was quite interesting with the scales of the different industries. Gaming came first to just the consumer. It's interesting. And if you don't have that in place and someone breaches an account, I know that most banks, most organizations will be like, because it is a standardization of implementation, and if you don't have it and you are breached,
they can't do anything.
There's like all these ripple effects. And I mean, we've had it where a client was like, no, turn off 2FA. I get irritated and, I'll take the risk. And it's really hard because you're trying to protect your clients and they just think it's another added step. But it's easy. I mean, anyone can do it. You just go into your security settings. And it's a critical piece of any personally, everything's MFA'd. I forget my passwords half the time. I think I've got 15 different codes for all our logins. And it's like, okay, it takes me 2 more seconds to log in a code, but rather 2 more seconds logging in a code than my whole organization getting hijacked.
True. Yeah, I think as cybersecurity evolved, we use MFA on a lot of applications. Personally, I use it on everything. And I log in every day using MFA. I don't compromise on that. On my emails, when I log out, when I close, I log out. The next day, when I log in, 2-factor authentication. Even my WhatsApp has 2FA. It prompts at any second, like at any time, for me to put it in. And my Gmail as well. Every single time I log into my Gmail, I need to put MFA. It's a layer of security. And for us in tech, knowing what goes out, what people do on other people's things without permission,
it's
you
almost
have to
like
implement
walking
it.
outside naked.
Yes.
That's how vulnerable you're putting yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry, and again, it's most of the older people, and no offense to the older generation, there's been like this gap of getting left behind.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who get heavily affected. A lot of the kids these days are just tech savvy and they know how to crack half these codes.
Yeah.
But again, apart from your 2-factor, you've also got key passcodes as well. So there's about 3 or 4 different multi-layers of authentication that you can go through depending on the organization. But it is a must-have, not optional.
Yeah, especially for business environments. If you have Microsoft for all your employees, ensure and be sure that everyone has MFA on their accounts. I think we have gone through situations where some of the people in the organizations had MFA, but some didn't. And those who didn't have access was through those. And we have been preaching it actually to our customers to say that are you MFA protected? And yeah, I think it is a very important layer.
Correct. So I think again it goes back to people who have been in business for years and nothing's ever happened, and it's just back to that security. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just not if, it's when. Okay, so we'll close on a note of an analogy. So imagine you are going home, you've left the office and you're the owner and you lock the door. That's fine. there's a line of guys outside that are trying to break in, and because you've locked the door, that's fine. They're not going to get through. However, you have a side door that someone else was meant to lock, and they didn't lock it. And the guys realized that that's the door that's open. Yeah. That's where they're going to break in. So it happens all the time. And maybe it's not headline news, but again, as much as it is an inconvenience, you wouldn't not lock the doors at your office. You wouldn't not set the alarm. It is the same in a tech environment as well. Just lock the doors. So on that note, if you also need technical assistance to help implement it and work with your employees, we do that. So give us a call and we're here to assist. As always, MK, thank you so much and have an amazing day.
Thank you. And another opportunity is that if you are not sure that MFA is prompted on your systems, chat to us and we can help you check that. And yeah.